into a seated pigeon. So this leg, so we're going to work with your left leg, right? Your left leg is the one that's injured?
My left leg is the...
Yes. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So come into a seated pigeon, which means your one foot's on the ground, and then the other foot's in the leg loop. Really good. And then from here, we're actually going to do the external rotation first. So press the knee down, flex the foot back, sit. So drop your weight, sit. Yes. Drop your hips completely. So pick up your right foot and float. Yes. Now put down your right foot gently. No weight. Yeah. Let yourself float. Good. In this position, just let the glutes open first. So we always start with the biggest muscles and get them to open and relax, and then we go for the hip flexor and the smaller muscles. Does that make sense? Great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now from here, what I want you to do is I want you to switch hands, okay? Turn your leg over so you're coming into a floating quad stretch, a floating lunge. Hold on to the leg loop the whole time. Don't let go. Okay, keep the foot flexed so it stays in. I can move the position down a little if you need. Let me just do that for you. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Okay, good. So from this position, I want you to pull the foot in towards the glute, wrap your elbow around the leg loop, left arm. Great. Now drop the hips a lot, square the hips towards the front. There you go. Good. You feel the quad stretch? Okay, good. Just hang out here, so let the body drop. So no weight in the front leg, just let it drop. So now we're stretching the outer quad muscle, right here. Okay, and from here, just let the hips sink, the body relax. And like the more we just hang out, the deeper the stretch. So we have to wait, right? The body in like a few minutes starts to open. You feel that? You can go deeper. So we have to get over that surface tension, and then the body will stretch. Great. Straighten out the front leg. So press back. Good. And then drop again. Just let that happen. The whole time you're pointing the left knee down to the ground, so keep rotating the knee down. Good. So rebend the front knee. Right knee bends. Pull the knee into the chest. And just hang out here. You can slide into the knee. We're going to switch sides, okay? So come through chillaxin. And just integrate that for a minute. Just pause in the center to let the hips release. Sway from side to side. Hips heavy, heart open. Really good. Okay, from there we're going to release. So first we're going to bring left leg down. Slide the right leg loop into the ankle. And come into a seated pigeon. So isn't that a nice smooth transition? Do you see how we go from one side to the other? Okay? Okay, cool. So we're going to press the knee down towards the ground, really good. Just hang out and wait for the hip to stretch. Then after a couple breaths, you're going to switch hands. Okay, keep holding on to the leg loop this time with the right. Turn the knee over. We're just balancing out both sides. So we're coming into a really big quad stretch in our floating lunge. Elbow hook. So now there's no weight in the front leg. We're really dropping. Knee points down towards the ground. Good. And just let that quad open before we go any further. Really good. Looking straight ahead. We can straighten out the front leg and go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Drop the hips a lot. So this is like Nataraj, but with a little bit more support, right? Doesn't it feel similar? Very good. So we come back through center. We're going to slowly turn the leg back over. Turn it over and let it slide into our chilaxin. So slide into the knee. And then transition both knees. Good. Sway it out from side to side for just a few breaths. Let all that integrate. Really good, Barbara. Okie dokie. So from here, you could take your time, you know, going through these. You could slow it down a little bit more than, I'm going a little bit faster than I would like you to on your own. Does that make sense? So I can show you the whole sequence. Okay, now these are going to slide up into the groin. So these are going to slide all the way up to the upper thigh. Okay? Make sure they're kind of in the sweet spot. There's one spot that feels better than the other.
Yeah.
Okay? And then...
all week with the...
yeah.
Okay.
So the hands are going to come to prayer around the swing and then in front of the leg loops. Yes. Perfect. Press them away. So we're coming into a high diver. Okay? So you can feel it's deepening in that hip crease. Okay? So just kind of wiggle a little bit to get it into a comfortable position. And then I just want your legs to be wide. Just float. So it's really digging in there and releasing some of that connective tissue that gets really sticky. So we're lifting our chest at first. Okay? Then we bend the elbows and we bend the knees and come through a version of flying butterfly. Good. Whenever the leg loops are up in the hip creases, I call it high diver. Okay, great. Now from here, we're going to keep the leg loops as they are. We're just going to bring our hands down to the ground slowly, one at a time. Hands down to the ground.
What about the legs?
They stay just as they are. Keep the legs,
Okay.
keep the legs as they are. You can bring the legs wide and keep the feet heavy, and then come down into a floating upside down dog. Yes, keep the legs wide and heavy. Yeah, good. Now, what we're going to do is just sway from side to side here to massage out the hip flexors. So elbows down, we're on our forearms, and you're just letting your hips sway from side to side. Yeah, keep your feet heavy. Good. So if you do this every day, it'll start to loosen up all that connective tissue in there and what winds up getting stuck. Very good. So now you're going to pull forward onto your hands. Okay. Bring your feet down and press your hips back. We're in a wide straddle again. Good. So in our wide straddle, we just hang out for a couple breaths and we're pressing the leg loops into the sit bones. So we press our hips back. Yes. Really good. Now you're going to press your feet into the ground to come up. So lift your upper body and let yourself wrap around the swing again. Good. Now take the leg loops in your hands. Okay? You're going to press them away, and at the same time you're just going to massage out down the legs. Okay? Massage down the legs back down to the knees. Yes. Nice and slow. Now do that again. So we're going to pull them back up and slide them into the inner thighs. And then we're going to press them down And we're like tractioning the skin, right? All the way down to the knees, so heavy legs. And then again, pull them all the way up. So lift the hips, slide them up into the inner thighs. And then, yeah, and then slide them back down. Good. Massage all the way to the knee. Can you feel that tractioning all the connective tissue? One more time, slide. Yep. And then back down. So it's a little bit intense and fun, but that'll help break up all the congestion that is the tightness between the knee and the inner thighs just by using the swing to massage, right?
You are a genius.
Really cool. Okay, so last part of the sequence that we're going to do is go into our dancing Shiva. This is number 4 in the manual. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So we hold on to our leg loops as high as we can. Okay? So exhale and just squeeze, tuck in. Inhale, open. Use your biceps to pull you straight up and down. Keep your hips low. Press your hips forward. See that tightness right in here? You feel that? That's
When I warm.
Yeah.
When it's warm, it's okay.
Yeah.
When I stay in one position, if I was sitting for not so half an hour.
Yeah.
Then I feel pain.
Yeah.
If I work, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just, that makes sense. It's just when it gets circulation, it feels better. So we're going to do 5 of these, where we squeeze, and then we open. Yep, pushing forward, warming up the thighs. Squeeze. Next time you come up, you're going to do the wide straddle. It's called the hummingbird.